the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, it can only mean one thing. Welcome to Cleveland, Ohio. Hello and welcome, everyone. Thanks so much for joining us on this Tuesday night edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Brent Barry and Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge reporting from the sideline. DA, take it away.
Well, Kevin Love has dramatically improved his perimeter shooting over his career, but he said, "I've tried not to fall in love with it too much. Where I'm going to make my money is also rebounding. That's a stat I always look at because it can help a team win even when the shot's not falling." Kevin?
Great attitude. His work inside, a big part of the DA. Thanks. And here's a look at some numbers for Sexton.
The surge in his free throw percentage this month is noticeable. He's looked a lot more comfortable at the line. Part of his job now should be attacking the D, going head-on, drawing fouls, and trying to ride this hot streak.
And the starting lineup for the Pelicans, Holiday and Ingram out on the perimeter. Zion is the 4 with Favors at the 5. And it's Ball in at the 1. And for the Cavaliers, Garland and Sexton man the backcourt. Ashman and Love are the forwards. And it's Drummond in at the center, locking down the middle.
I think about the Cavs and the 2 MVP awards that were won for that franchise. Of course, that was LeBron James in back-to-back seasons, both in 2009 and 2010.
And it's the Cavaliers to start out. And here is Garland, coming off a stellar performance against Detroit. Over in the corner, Osman. And a fast break now for the Pelicans. Williamson kicks to Ball. Now here's Williamson. D right on him. The wide open look here for Holiday. Cans the shot with nobody near him. And then in 2013 with Miami, LeBron Brent finished one ballot shy, burning all the MVP votes.
Well, we wouldn't see a unanimous MVP winner until Steph Curry did it in 2016. But just as impressive, if not more so, LeBron James with a total of 4 MVP trophies over a 5-year span.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here's Love. Connects on the 9-footer.
Well, using some of that size and strength inside to gain advantage was Kevin Love that time.
A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Ball, the bounce pass. Williamson with it. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against Boston.
The other part of his game was the outstanding D. Shot blocking is a huge momentum shifter, and his 2 blocks really turned the game in their team's favor. Well, a lot of players in the league are going to make that shot, and for him, it's pretty much automatic. It's a good defensive effort to prevent the layup.
And Love has it in the corner. Drummond. It's good on the putback.
Pursues the offensive glass with purpose. Drummond knows who he is, and boy, does he attack it.
Ball, the pass to Williamson. And here's Holiday. Right wing. 13 feet away. And it's Williamson missing. For Cleveland, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Here's Osman. He's covered by Ingram. Back to Osman from past the arc. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans and stolen by Love. And there's the pass to Drummond. Over Favors, and Drummond gets it to go on the assist by Love. Drummond's got his second basket of the night.
Well, Love has a knack for recognizing when a teammate's going to break wide open.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Now here is Holiday, defended by Sexton.
Now, those interior passes can be dangerous sometimes, but if the timing is good and you execute it there, you can get easy hoops.
And the rejection by Favors. And in transition, it's Ingram. Here we go. Pass to Williamson. It's good. It's his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4.
Capable of doing some real damage. Give Williamson the rock in a spot like that, and he is going to burn you.
Now, here's Garland. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Drummond, and that one drops for him.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Are you asking me, GA? I'm not sure.
Here is Favors. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production. Here's Holiday. It's Drummond with the rebound. The Cavaliers trailing. Garland, the pass to Love, and it's in there.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. Their last game, a win against Boston, looking to carry it into this one.
And it's just never easy to get stops in this league, but they had a smart game plan defensively, and I felt like that was the difference.
Well, good defensive game plan and then carrying it out for 48 minutes. That really helped them out in that last game.
Here's Sexton. Zion Williamson making his last shot. Love right side. 5 on the clock. No block shot. Again, the Cavaliers score. Halfway through the season here, Brent, how do coaching staffs shake things up and keep things fresh over the long 82-game season?
I think coaches who are really smart, Kevin, can be a bit programmable where they're looking ahead at the schedule and saying there are blocks of games here in which we might try to change some of our defensive schemes, maybe over this 10-game stretch or 5-game stretch. Or
to keep things fresh, or
yeah, because you can only do it on the mental side. As much as we talk about guys getting rested and sitting out games for maintenance issues and load management and those kind of things, the tweaks that you can make on the floor in terms of a couple of new sets on offense or defensively, let's make this challenge for the next few months, will grow the foundation of what coaching staffs are capable of doing with that team as they go on.
And the free throw is good, now leading by 1.
Well, the rookie class last year was very impressive, especially the top 5 picks earning all rookie first team honors. Colin is one of those guys last year, 3rd among rookies in scoring, and really was good towards the tail end of the season.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. And Sexton, the 3rd rookie ever to average 16 points per game with over 40% from long range, and Brent over 80% from the line.
Yeah, a lot of that, Kevin, came late in the season as he tried to get his footing early on. Scored 20 points or more in 8 straight games. He was the first rookie to do that since Tim Duncan did it back in 1998.
Now here is Holiday. A 14-point game for him in the win against Boston. Williamson kicks to Favors. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket.
Yeah, draw the D in, kick it out for the open shot. That's taking a page straight out of your textbook. Well done.
Now here's Garland. He's covered by Ball. Passes to Love. Now here's Sexton. Drummond trying to get himself free. Good D by Holiday.
How about the timing he shows there to challenge that shot?
Yeah, not easy to do there, and that's a guy that you can tell takes every possession defensively very seriously.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Well, Drew Holiday and his brother Justin had some hard-fought games in the driveway. I know a little bit about that. We never ever finished those games, Kevin. Too much fighting going on. And by the end of it, both Drew and Justin Holiday find themselves in the NBA.
And the first one at the line is good. And Brent, that fierce, competitive nature for Drew Holiday, still there to this day.
Yeah, so much talk from his coach Alvin Gentry about Drew working himself constantly to exhaustion, just continuing to push the limits, and he'll sit at his locker, he'll take a long shower. He doesn't want to move till his body recovers. He knows how important this game is to him and how important now he is to the Pelican franchise moving forward. Unblockable shot unless they get a bigger man on him, and I'm looking at the roster sheet, Kevin. I don't see anybody bigger.
The Pelicans have gone 6 of 13 from the field, just under the 50% mark. He lobs it up, and the dunk by Williamson.
And this is what we came to see, right? Go ahead, Zion. Do your thing on the alley-oop.
Pass to Sexton. Now Love. Here's Osman. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Detroit.
Well, injury is such a reoccurring theme for the Pelicans in the past couple seasons. Funny to hear Alvin Gentry even joke about consulting a witch doctor down there in the Bayou. But new athletic trainer coming in, hired away from the Phoenix Suns. They have a tremendous and have had a tremendous reputation, hoping to improve their health of all these young players.
And he makes the first. And the training staff from the Suns had an outstanding track record over the years.
The envy of a lot of teams in the NBA as they were able to extend the careers of players like Steve Nash and Grant Hill, two all-time greats. And they set a trend in some of the biometric tracking that they do and looking for early signs of impending problems. All about preventative medicine, Kevin, to have players be at their best.
Now here's Moore. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. And the wide open shot from Redick. Off target from three-point range. The Cavaliers have gone 7 of 11 from the field to begin the game. There's Garland, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And for the Cavs, their #1 goal is to identify a young superstar to build around.
They've had a nice collection here of guys that they hope step up and step out. Cleveland's only 2 Rookie of the Year award winners have been LeBron James and Kyrie Irving. Franchise changers hard to find.
First one falls for him. Brent, offensive versatility all the rage now. Which guards do you think do the best job of generating offense with their back to the basket?
I don't know so much as these guys are playing with their back to the basket, Kevin, so much as they're finding ways to get the ball without a dribble at about 15 feet away from the basket. So one dribble, they're at the rim.
Right.
They're very effective at the mid-range. Chris Paul and DeMar DeRozan have had tremendous efficiency from those areas on the floor. So those are the kind of players that put some pressure on your defense because they're starting their offense so close to the basket, and they're effective with which they do it. Not on the post, not on the perimeter, and they're finding ways to be impactful.
Now here's Porter. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. Here's Love. The Cavaliers again can't hit. Here's Hart. No good off the back of the rim. Now here's Exum. Guarded closer. And that's out of bounds. Cleveland will retain possession. Let's check out the Western Conference standings right now that we're here in the new year. You look at the Pelicans. Right now they're down in the 9th spot. They haven't had the kind of success they had wanted to have at this point of the season.
And I think for New Orleans, they've shown me some very good things this season. But that next step, those qualities that could make them true contenders, just haven't been there.
Now, you just don't want to sit in the middle for too long. You either want to be competing against the top teams or starting to strategize where you can position yourself for a high lottery pick and maybe turn around your franchise's fortunes. I saw a green light there, Kevin. The D's not going to get away with that kind of lapse all that often here tonight.
And Dante Exum picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Larry Nance is checked in for Kevin Love. Here's Hart. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. This is to Redick. There's the pass to Okafor. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to Hart. Fires the 3. Gets that one to fall after missing his first 2. 1 for 3 from the field.
Well, they're trying to take command of this game, but it's been competitive so far.
Yeah, everybody trying to get away from one another, and the threads are keeping them close. This has been highly competitive.
So timeout called here, the first for Cleveland. And going against New Orleans, their first meeting of the year.
Yeah, and a pair of losses for them in their meetings last season. And the cold, hard truth about it, they just had a hard time beating anybody last year.
And now to our rookie leaderboard for a look at this month's steal leaders among the young guys. The 4th spot held by Darius Garland.
And if those numbers show us anything, it's how good he is at picking up on ball handlers' tendencies and knowing when to make his move.
Garland with it, covered by Redick. On the wing, Nance. And it's Exum in the corner. There's Garland, and he banks in the layup. Garland's got it all tied up now for Cleveland.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
New Orleans has gone 3 of 4 on 3-pointers in the first quarter, doing well from long range. Passes it to Okafor. Back to Redick. Good D by Thompson.
And the effort never stops with him. No easy shots when he's on the floor.
Well, it's about the defensive end, and that's what guys feed off. He gives the effort down there at all times.
Drops in the layup for 2. 6 points for Darius Garland.
Now, that play never gets old, Kevin. The pick and roll will still be an offensive staple 100 years from now. Trust me.
Here's Hart. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. Redick, a good look, and that one off the back of the rim and in.
Really good decision as Redick is playing at full speed, but slows down, makes the right choice.
Now, here's Garland. He has 6. Here's Thompson. No good on that one. Excellent D there from Okafor. Oh, Nance in position. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Yeah, this is a nice connection with Larry Nance Jr. Throw it his way. He'll take care of the rest.
The Pelicans trail. Moore outside. Pass to Redick. Now Hayes. Moore in the corner. 5 to shoot. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And not just a long-range gunner, but E'Twaun Moore also blessed Greg, one of the NBA's best floaters.
I mean, he takes a lot of those mid-range shots, those floaters in the lane that makes them more often than not. For a player standing 6'4", the ability to finish inside, providing that counterbalance to his three-point shooting.
And he knocks down the first one.
Well, effective ways that E'Twaun Moore can score. He's had some very good shooting years, and is going to find his way to the free throw line here.
55th pick back in 2011. By any measure, E'Twaun Moore has exceeded expectations.
Most of that has come, Kevin, because he's become a much more consistent player from the perimeter. Everybody looking for those wing players that can both provide offensive spark and shooting, along with guarding at least one position, if not two. And E'Twaun Moore is a switchable defensive player and has found a home here with the Pelicans. Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
Garland the pass to Thompson. Over Okafor, and there's Thompson. That's good on the assist by Garland. We've got 28 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Hart kicks to Okafor. Outside, Redick. The pass to Hart. Another one falls for New Orleans.
Not just the accuracy in the quarter, it's his movement and the energy that's getting him on this nice roll.
Exum passes to Garland. Thompson with it. Over Okafor. Thompson with the bucket.
Thompson shoots such a high percentage on the inside. Most of his shots coming around the rim.
It's a tie game here in Cleveland. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And from what we've seen from the Cavaliers, what do you guys see?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Yeah, that worked wonders for them in the quarter. We'll see what kind of adjustments get made.
New Orleans gone 3 of 4 from long range in the game. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. So for New Orleans right now, they've got E'Twaun Moore. He's out there with Okafor. Then there's J.J. Redick, and it's Hart in at the 2 guard. Moore goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. Moore's got the opening basket here in the second quarter for the Pelicans. Now Garland. Out to the right wing. Exum with a wide open look from outside off the mark.
Well, the D doesn't seem to be too worried about him from three-point range, and he shows us why still. I expect him to make one of those.
Now here's Redick. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Boston. And Hart has it in the corner. Clock at 4. Feeds it to Redick. Shoots over Garland. Another one falls for New Orleans.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Outside, Porter. Looking for Nance, and he gets it there. Over Hayes. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Zizic has got his first basket of the night.
And that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip-in.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it? Now here's Okafor. He had 10 points in the win against Boston.
Let us not forget about the work on the glass, Kevin. His effort level was a 10 that night out of 10.
Now here's Exum. Jahlil Okafor unable to get his last shot to go. There's a lot of talk, Brent, about eliminating divisions, something that's been discussed. You ever think that's going to happen?
I don't understand what the divisions are. Do you?
Well, no. We don't pay attention to the divisions.
We don't pay any attention to the divisions.
It's all about conference.
And we know that divisions end up helping with, in some ways, with the playoff seedings, but it just seems strange today to have the divisions the way they are divided up. I think it helps when you're opening up a fish wrap in the morning if you check a traditional newspaper, but otherwise, that could be something that goes away soon.
First free throw is good.
Well, this season, the Pelicans finally getting themselves their own G League affiliate, the Erie Bayhawks in Pennsylvania. And in 2022, they'll move closer with renovations to the Legacy Arena in Birmingham, Alabama. And when that's completed, it's really going to help out the young core and the draft picks that have been collected by David Griffin to do some player development that's going to keep this team competitive for a very long time.
And Brent, kind of a musical chairs situation for the Bayhawks, the original franchise, this season moving to College Park, Georgia, to become the Skyhawks.
That's right. That team was affiliated with the Atlanta Hawks, and now the Pelicans take over for the next 3 years in Erie with the new Bayhawks franchise before that move to Alabama in 2022.
Back to Zizic. And he lays it straight in.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Ball feeling it out a bit. No one near Williamson as he lets it go. And again, New Orleans has no luck. And here's Exum. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Now, here's Sexton. He's covered by Ball.
And Ball using those long arms to just swat away that shot. I love the hustle. Always nice to have a point guard who can block shots.
Now here's Ingram. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Favors can't get it to go.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
A nice shot by Exum.
Sexton realizing that one of his guys is wide open, and that court awareness, he was able to get it to him.
Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
And first time out of the game called for New Orleans. Well, you look at the former All-Star Andre Drummond and the way he rebounds, Greg. He might be the best in the league in that department.
I mean, few players in the history of the league can go off for 20-plus rebounds on any given night. Drummond's one of them. Attacks the glass on the offensive end so well. His offensive rebounding, for me, sets him apart.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Osman's checked in. Favors finds Ingram. Here's Ball. New Orleans moving the ball around. And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Sexton up top. He's covered by Ball. Here's Zizic. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. Shot clock at 6. And it's Osman missing. And there's the call on Cedi Osman. That'll be his second foul of the game. Pelicans trail by 4. Ingram outside. Back to Ball. There's the dish to Favors. He kicks to Ingram. Pass to Ball. Pelicans keep it alive, and that one's good by Favors.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Yeah, you just can't afford to give up second chance opportunities again and again.
Now, here's Sexton. He had 31 points in the win against the Pistons in Detroit.
His passing, another high point in that game. He made sure it wasn't all about him. He wanted to get his teammates involved.
New Orleans has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. High arcing shot. Here's Osman. Got a piece of it. Here's Williamson, and the dunk by Williamson.
And what confidence from the big fella. Williamson runs the floor like a deer, and that assertiveness to attack. Love it.
Now, here's Sexton. Some good scoring numbers for him right now, averaging 17 points a game. Pass to Drummond. Out to the right wing. Here's Osman. Ingram with the steal. And it's Favors that time on the assist from Ingram. Ingram's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. And so Sexton will bring it up for Cleveland. Trailing by 2. They'll be playing host to Toronto for the next one. That'll be the second of 4 games at home for him. Now here's Drummond. He's got 6. Up top, Porter, guarded by Holiday. Here's Zizic, and it's blocked.
And when Zion blocks it, you feel it. He's got this kind of power behind these swats.
The second effort, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. New Orleans shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. That free throw missing. And the Cavaliers this summer selecting point guard Darius Garland with the 5th overall pick. The second-year man Colin Sexton already on the roster. Greg, how do you see the fit between these two players?
Well, I mean, both are 6'2". The questions will come at the defensive end of the floor. Offensively, both show great promise as shooters, very scoring-minded guards, reminiscent possibly of a Lillard-McCollum pairing for the Blazers, which could be a roadmap for the Cavs.
Here's Holiday following the basket by Colin Sexton. Now here is Holiday. Not a lot of room. Shoots from the baseline, and the shot is good. Holiday's got 6 points.
Really nice balance, good base, solid rhythm. Holiday can be effective when he's got that kind of stuff from the mid-range going.
Osman, the pass to Love. Over Williamson. And it's Love missing. Pelicans leading by 3. And the dunk by Williamson.
And what you love about Williamson, he's not just magnetic and entertaining, he's extremely productive.
Now, here's Sexton. Some good scoring numbers for him right now, averaging 17 points a game. And the rejection by Favors. And a fast break now for the Pelicans. Here's Williamson. Count it. And it's a 7-point Pelican lead.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of them.
Sexton kicks to Exum. Back to Sexton. And that comes off the assist by Exum. Exum's got 3 assists in the game. New Orleans with the ball. They're on a 13-5 run here. Williamson, the pass to Ingram. Pass the ball. And it's sent back by Drummond.
A high motor keeps Drummond engaged defensively. He doesn't want to let any shots go in.
And here we go. And that one's good. Williamson. He's got 16.
And the transition D right now, just non-existent.
Now, here's Sexton. He's covered by Ball. That one goes. Count it. That's 10 points for Kevin Love.
Kevin Love recognizes the space before he caught the ball, so plenty of room to shoot that ball.
And so here is New Orleans. They lead by 4. And stolen by Sexton. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Lonzo Ball picks one up.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Well, the young bull, Colin Sexton, getting a lot of playing time in his rookie season. Allowed him to play through his mistakes, and that's what you hope for coming in.
And the first one drops. And even as the Cavaliers lagged at the very bottom of the standings, Greg, Sexton publicly described the season as fun. Would that bother you as a veteran?
Losing seasons, they suck. I mean, no other way to put it. I think he cares about winning, but keeping that positivity is probably the best approach.
Good on both.
And getting to the line and hitting your free throws, a good way to get back into the game. It stops the clock and extends the game and allows you the opportunity to set your defense. They've been perfect from the line so far here in the second quarter.
Now here's Ingram. No points in the game yet for him.
How about the timing he shows there to challenge that shot?
Yeah, not easy to do there, and that's a guy that you can tell takes every possession defensively very seriously.
Here's Garland. Here's Nance, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
In New Orleans, not the largest market, but a lot to like about living in the Big Easy.
Well, you just said Big Easy in New Orleans, and I saw Kevin Harlan's head whip over here because I know what he's thinking about. Food, baby.
That's right.
Food. But whether it's music, art, architecture, New Orleans has a tremendous culture.
A whole new cast of characters for the Pelicans. 3 promising first-round picks, Greg, and the young players acquired from the Lakers and veterans like Favors and Redick.
All of a sudden, a wealth of options for Alvin Gentry. Time will tell how they did in the AD trade, but seems like they're off to a nice start.
And it's tied up with that one.
Well, we know that Larry Nance Jr. is an athlete. Now it's crucial for him to show that consistently he can knock down a shot, maybe even extending to the three-point line.
And perimeter shooting never more valuable. And that's been J.J. Redick's M.O. all along. An elite marksman who can hit from anywhere.
And in today's game, if you don't have floor spacing, your offense is going to struggle.
They call it gravity, the ability of outside shooters to attract defensive attention. Redick, one of those you don't leave for a moment.
And the first one at the line is good.
Well, the former Dookie, J.J. Redick, has carved out an incredible role as one of the league's most deadly shooters.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Sexton the pass to Garland. And here's Exum. The pass to Sexton. Hayes with the steal. And here comes Moore leading the fast break. It's Redick on the wing. Pass to Hart. Down to 5 on the shot clock. It's rebounded by Cleveland. 1:44 left in the first half of basketball. Sexton, and it's denied. And that's out of bounds. Cleveland will retain possession. .139 left in the first half. And they take the lead. Sexton's got 12 points in the game.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
The Pelicans trail. Redick with it. 6 points for him. Passes it to Hart. Here's Okafor over Nance. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Yeah, heard the whistle and then kept his focus and able to still knock it down.
For New Orleans, they have shot 75% at the stripe, 6 of 8. Ingram, he's checked in for more. And that one misses.
We've seen this explosion of Canadian players in the NBA. And really, Tristan Thompson led that way. The 4th pick back in 2011. Thompson was, at that point, the highest drafted Canadian in NBA history.
And here's Redick. He'll bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. Next up on the schedule, the Grizzlies. That'll be a home game. That game is the first and last of their homestand. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Hart. It's not going to go for him. And Cleveland will come the other way. Sexton deciding where to go with it. Pass to Nance. Shoots over Redick. Again, the Cavaliers score.
Terrific at taking some initiative there on the inside portion of the floor was Larry Nance Jr.
29 seconds left to play here in the half. Redick bounce pass. Okafor dishes to Redick. 16 seconds left to play in the first half.
Shooting it with more confidence now. Look at his face. He didn't look quite right in the opening minutes. Finding it now.
Now the pass to Sexton. Fires for three. That shot off the mark. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Cleveland ahead. They're up by 1. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Kevin, thanks a lot. Kevin, first half was terrific. What's going right out there?
It feels good to be up the half. It wasn't just me, it was the entire team. We've been executing, but we still need to do a better job on the defensive end if we're going to win this game.
We'll see if you can finish the job, Kevin. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, folks, welcome back. Ernie Johnson alongside the Jet. That's Kenny Smith. The Diesel, that's Shaquille O'Neal. A lot of big-time action so far in this one. The first quarter for the Cavaliers was fairly even. They were unable to ever build a big lead in the first period, with 3 points being their largest cushion. The second quarter was a tight battle, but they were the slightly better team. Not by very much, however. Kenny, your thoughts? How are the Cavaliers playing?
Well, they're doing a great job of pushing the action and getting to the foul line. They aren't just pulling up for uncontested shots. They're making the defense react to them. In transition, on the dribble, and with those quick cuts, they're in attack mode. That's dangerous. To beat them, you need to force them to play more defensively.
And over to the big fella, your thoughts on the Pelicans?
Well, you want to try to hold your opponent under 50% shooting. That has not happened. Defensively, they're allowing way too many good looks. They need to do a better job of shutting down the lane, as well as closing out on shooters.
And now with the second half about to get underway, let's send you back courtside. See everybody with Kevin Harlan.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of the game that's been so far. You look at Zion Williamson, guys. In this game, he has been everywhere.
And those extra chances mean so much. And he has shaped the game with the way he's been pulling down those offensive boards.
And the team appreciating all of that dirty work going on. His activity has been phenomenal.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Asman and Love are the forwards. Garland and Sexton man the backcourt, and it's Drummond in at the 5. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. To the inside. That's good from Williamson on the assist by Ball. Williamson's got the first points to start out the third quarter for the Pelicans. The Cavaliers trailing. Now, here's Garland. Inside, and stolen by Williamson. And New Orleans pushing it up now. Holiday with the 3. The Cavaliers pull it in. Drummond's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Love. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It goes on Brandon Ingram.
How about Kevin Love getting a little physical on the defense, good at using his size and some of that length to pick up the foul on his way up.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. That free throw good from Love. And in the summer of 2018, Kevin Love signed a 4-year, $120 million extension to remain in Cleveland.
Yeah, and Kevin right now is the bridge from what was to potentially what will be. And in that what will be scenario, what will be happening is Kevin Love probably gets traded at some point. But he's been great for Cleveland. He's been a great ambassador for the city. The things that he's doing off the court philanthropically have been amazing. And Kevin Love is not done in the NBA. Still another team out there for him to go to and contribute to.
Second chance opportunities. Williamson explosive into the air with the touch and concentration to finish.
Love outside. Launches it. The basket good off the assist from Sexton. Sexton's got his 5th assist in this one. New Orleans has gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Outside Holiday. Pass to Favors. Kicks it to Holiday. Clock at 6. Over Sexton. The shot by Holiday, no good.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down. Try to get some easy ones.
Garland, the pass to Drummond. To the middle. Here's Sexton. Some solid defense from Ingram.
Well, the D's so tight on him and makes him alter his shot. And an easy chance turns into a tough one because the defense is swarming.
And how clever is this guy? I mean, just no fear going with the soft, high-arcing floater.
Here's Sexton. Following the basket by Lonzo Ball. Left side, Love. Fades. Scores the bucket. He's 7 for 11 and continues to look good.
Appreciate the energy that Kevin Love is bringing to this contest. Active and engaged on the inside and looking for his shot.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. They get it back. And Favors kicks the ball. 5 on the clock.
Yeah, the three-pointer has not been his weapon in this one. He had 1 in the first quarter and still 0 here in the second.
Passes it to Osman. Love in the post, working on Favors, and the shot goes down. Love's got 8 here in the quarter.
So far, he's a can't-miss player, a superb scorer who plays to his strength.
Pelicans trail by 3. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And he gets it to go. Cavaliers have gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. Garland kicks to Love. Over Williamson. Drummond in the post. He's covered by Favors.
With a large frame and a willingness to get physical, Drummond's a relentless rebounder.
And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the Pelicans. Here's the lob to the hoop. And the dunk by Williamson.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. Sexton kicks to Osman. Pass to Drummond. To the paint. And there's Sexton. That's good on the assist by Drummond. Sexton's got 14 points for the game. Pelicans trail by 3. Now Ball. 7 points in the game. Outside Holiday. Drains it from beyond the arc. Holiday's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Well, that equals his 3-point total from the first half. He had 1 before the break, and that's his first 3 of this half.
Now, here's Garland. He's got 8. Love outside. And stolen by Williamson. The finish, the dunk, and the foul. A powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. Is on Colin Sexton.
Not a guy you can stop by fouling. Williamson too focused and too powerful. And how much fun is it to watch this kid? I call Zion Williamson a kid, even though he goes about 280, and he has a certain composure that really belies his years.
Zizic has checked in for the Cavaliers. On the free throw, no good. And with Williamson, it's not just the obvious stuff that impresses you, Greg. It's the little things as well, the attention to detail.
You know, Kevin, one thing that stands out to me, every time I see this young man, the eye-hand coordination, whether it's on steals, deflections, block shots, he always seems to pick it cleanly.
For Cleveland, they've gone 5 of 7 from the field in the third quarter. Let's see if they can keep it up. Garland, the pass to Osman. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. This is his second trip to the line in this one.
An 80% shooter. The work he's done at the line this season, one word, solid.
And he makes the first. New Orleans making a switch here. Hayes is checked in. So he gets them both. The Pelicans have gotten half their shots to drop in the second half up to this point, going 7 of 14. And here is Ingram. He's still scoreless so far in this one.
Well, with his touch from mid-range, Kevin, that's almost always good. That won't shake his confidence.
And he's going up for the alley-oop.
My goodness. Save that one. I want to see that again.
Me too. Just absolutely beautiful. Here's Ball. He has 7. And there's the pass to Williamson. Up and in on the layup. Williamson's got the game tied up here for the Pelicans.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Here's Osman. He's covered by Ingram, and the call will be against Lonzo Ball. That's foul number 2 for him. The Cavaliers making a switch here. Thompson's checked in. J.J. Redick's checked in for New Orleans. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. We've got a quick moment now to take a look at the long-term rebounding numbers over several seasons for Favors.
On the boards, he's been a much bigger presence these last few years than he had been prior. And he can be counted on now to make an impact with his rebounding. And that's a product of all the work he's put in down low.
The first one falls. Dante Exum is checked in for the Cavaliers. The Pelicans also changing it up. Okafor is checked in for Williamson. And Hart subbed in for Lonzo Ball. So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses.
They come away with the lead, but I'm sure he's kicking himself over that last miss.
Outside for Redick. Takes a 3. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Holiday's got 5 assists tonight.
I love how Redick gets it going from distance. Really a tremendous three-point shooter.
Now, here's Garland. 8 points for him. Here's Exum. Tips it up, and there's Thompson putting it right back in. Thompson's got 6.
Great at using his body and finding his feet in positions on the boards where he can get up, get to it, get an extra possession.
Here's Hayes, and Hayes throws it down.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Pass to Exum. Passes to Zizic. Shot clock at 5. 18 feet out. A second chance effort. The shot by Thompson, no good.
I'm not sure where the lack of focus comes in there, Kevin. That's not like him. The defense is close, but there's enough space to score.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Garland, the pass to Thompson. Now, here's Garland. Tight defense on him. Exum's shot is off. New Orleans has gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. And he overshot that one, missing.
Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
Well, in terms of rebounding over the last 10 games, these are the rookies that have been head and shoulders above the rest. Well, you look at Williamson, no doubt one of the most efficient rebounders in the game. And, of course, Jackson Hayes.
You know, as a young player, all you can ask for is an opportunity. And then it's incumbent on you to make the most of it. And these two have done just that with their tireless work on the interior.
The first free throw is good. Larry Nance is checked in for Jetty Osman. Exum hits them both. New Orleans has gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight, 5 of 12. Charity stripe shot. Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
Maybe a time to rest him right now. Just give him a bit of a breather. Try to help him get back on track.
The Pelicans trail. Pass to Okafor. Now here's Reddick. Defense is right there. Shoots from 12. And he connects with the jumper. Reddick's got 5 points now this quarter.
JJ showing off a little bit of the in-between game. Reddick exploiting the gaps in the defense on that possession.
Garland kicks to Nance. Here's Zizic, covered by Okafor, and they pick up 2. Zizic has got 8. And for the Pelicans, they're shooting it well here in the third, about 50%. Here's Hart, 7 points in the game. A floater, and it's Okafor missing.
And the effort never stops with him. No easy shots when he's on the floor.
Well, it's about the defensive end, and that's what guys feed off. He gives the effort down there at all times.
Now, here's Garland. 8 points for him. Second chance shot. Zizic passes through Exum. Offline with his 3.
If you told me this was the kind of game he was going to have, I would not have expected them to be in front right now.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Sexton's checked in. Outside Holiday. Down low. Here's Okafor. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Holiday's got his 6th assist on the night.
How about Drew Holiday? Unselfish, team-first player. Love that from the guard position.
It's tipped.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Now here's Nance. He's got 6. Count that bucket.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Here's Hart. Here's the floater. And the layup is good. Hart's got it all tied up now for New Orleans.
When the player gets a feel for that floater, it can really make things tough on defenders. You're just not sure how to guard them and where your point of commitment is.
To the inside. Now here's Sexton. He's covered closely. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Well, Sexton, not one of the bigger guards in the league, but he plays with a tremendous tenacity.
This is his 3rd trip to the free throw line in the game. That one is off.
Well, Sexton has the kind of ability out there where he's shifty and fast and strong. He can make some exciting plays happen for his team.
Brandon Ingram, he's checked in for Josh Hart. He hits the second from the line. And so it's New Orleans with it. Right side Holiday. A miss that time would have put him up.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
No, I haven't seen him in comfortable spots, or at least spots we've seen in this offensive set that are allowing him to settle in.
35 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Outside, Reddick. Back to Holiday. Okafor with the ball. He's got 6. 6 to shoot. Ingram outside. That one, no good.
I've not seen him shoot this poorly, guys, in a game this season.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Got to be cautious around Sexton. He's very good at seeking out contact and did it there.
And it'll be his 4th time going to the free throw line in the game. First one falls for him. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Holiday with the 3, and no good on the last second attempt this time. And that's going to do it for the 3rd quarter. Cavaliers lead by 5. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Cleveland. Let's take a listen now to Alvin Gentry.
With a sense of urgency right now, okay? We can't hold back. We can't give up easy baskets. We can't give up mistake baskets, okay? We got to lock in.
Well, it's obvious they're in this game. He's begging them to stay engaged no matter what.
And Kevin, this one is far from over. I like seeing Coach Gentry urging his group on like this.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. Setting the floor now for the Pelicans. Reddick and Ingram fill out the perimeter. Okafor out there with Hayes. And it's Holiday in at the 1 spot. And it's Ingram missing.
How about the timing he shows there to challenge that shot?
Yeah, not easy to do there. And that's a guy that you can tell takes every possession defensively very seriously.
Lonzo Ball is checked in for the Pelicans. Pelicans on D. It's a 5-point game. Garland kicks to Sexton. Once again off the mark by Cleveland.
Well, he got off to a terrific start from the perimeter, but in the second half, he can't seem to build on that early success.
Here's Ingram. That one doesn't go. Good D by Love. Here's Garland. Draws contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Yeah, exceptional play there to take the bump and still get it to fall.
Williamson is checked in for Okafor. Throw good. Garland. We've played just over 1 minute here in the 4th quarter. Here's Ball. Nance with the rebound. The Cavaliers leading by 8. Here's Sexton. A beautiful reverse layup. Sexton's got 21.
Like the attacking mindset, not waiting for something to happen, instead creating it himself was Colin Sexton.
And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for New Orleans. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Ingram dishes to Williamson. And it's Ball in the corner. From outside the arc, Williamson tips it back in. Williamson's got 12 points in just the second half.
Hard work and soft hands, guys. That's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there. Going for the tip in. Now here's Love. Nance outside. Love right side. 6 on the shot clock. Got a hand on it.
In addition to being superb on offense, Ingram is also a ridiculously good defender. His long reach really allowing him to collect a good number of block shots.
Sexton, no good there. And New Orleans will go the other way with it. Williamson, the pass, the ball to the middle. Here's Hayes. Another shot. The rebound by Kevin Love. Love's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Cleveland leading by 8. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th quarter. And Thompson kicks to Nance. Takes it from 10. Here's Thompson. And the layup's good off the glass.
Now that's what Tristan Thompson does best, just working the glass and working the D over.
Pelicans trail by 10. Now here's Ball. Redick for 3. Williamson, the pass to Hayes. Yep, it counts.
And really an underrated playmaker. Williamson with good court vision and solid decision making.
Now Garland knocks it loose. Ball with it, picked up by Love. And Ball slams it in.
And your point guard's got to be the catalyst. Great job getting to the 10.
Well, Greg, he knows when they need a lift.
Did you see how much air he had under him? Wow.
Now, here's Garland. Nance outside. Fires from deep. It's rebounded by New Orleans. And here is Ball. No good. Nance with some nice D. The Cavaliers leading by 6. Here's Sexton. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Sexton's got 23 points.
Well, this is the one guy you did not want to see get started. He started.
Here's Ball. Ingram outside. Inside. And it's Williamson missing.
And the effort never stops with him. No easy shots when he's on the floor.
Well, it's about the defensive end, and that's what guys feed off. He gives the effort down there at all times.
Here's Ball. Garland with it. Now guarded by Ball. Oh, Nance in position. Up high to stop the alley-oop.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. Pelicans trail by 12. Ball, the bounce pass. Hayes with it. And the pass to Reddick. Clock at 6. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. Hayes, no good. Cleveland leading by 12. Now, here's Garland. Unloads from 9. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Great game for him. Double-double now. 10 points and 12 rebounds.
This is what makes Tristan so vital to his team. Great activity on the glass, and then the quick jam.
Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over.
And they're allowing too many points in the paint. Coach is going to let them hear about it.
Yeah, coach knows that. They know that. In the timeout, they're going to hear about it, make the adjustment.
Cedi Osman, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. And the Pelicans also making a change. Derek Favors checked in for Hayes. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, I was able to listen in on what Alvin Gentry said to his team. He was not happy with their play. He told them, we're getting outworked out there. Simple as that. We've got to dial up our effort. Kevin, we'll see if they have enough to get it done.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Sexton's shot is good.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Ball, the pass to Favors. Will it go? He can't get that one to fall. Good D by Thompson. The Cavaliers leading by 16. And he lobs it up toward the rim.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight.
New Orleans has gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Favors attacking, and Derek Favors with the slam.
Yeah, and Ball, a transcendent talent, I think has a real skill for finding his teammates when they have those good looks at the rim.
Now, here's Garland. And pushing it up, here's New Orleans. Reddick's got the ball. It's in and good for his 6th field goal in 10 attempts.
They start that play with aggressive defense, finish with aggressive offense.
Well, a lot of times coaches will tell you that if you play great defense, you're going to get a reward. It was a good possession all the way around.
Here's Garland after J.J. Reddick's bucket. Here's Osman. Thompson dishes to Love. Tries yet again. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. They get Derek Favors.
Well, if Thompson is going to get that deep, you almost have to wrap 2 hands around him and hope he doesn't score.
And he knocks down the first one. But when it comes to choosing, Brent, the MVP, the Coach of the Year, the Rookie of the Year, all these different great awards, do you like the current voting structure, for these big awards right now?
I don't mind the current voting structure. I don't know how you get away from what it is in terms of handing people ballots to figure out who it is that they think have earned those awards throughout the year, Kevin. What I don't like about the structure is that you have media members who are voting on things that have huge financial ramifications for organizations. And when that stuff happens with a player who's going to earn a supermax contract because he made an all-NBA team, what you're going to start doing is restricting smaller market teams from being able to afford the ability to keep their star player with the team. And so that needs to be fixed, and fixed immediately.
I do not like the media. Wait a minute.
Wait.
I am the media.
You are the media, Kevin.
Strike that. Let's rewind.
Can we delete that?
Second free throw, no good.
And maybe the most popular player to enter the league since social media became truly pervasive. Zion Williamson handles it with class. He really appreciates his teammates and his coaches and really respects the game.
Now here's ball. Darius Garland missing his last shot. Favors can't get it to go.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
And talking to stars in this league, even they want to see what Williamson's going to do next.
Sure. We talk about the leaping ability at his size, the handles, the shot making. But what really stands out when you watch him live, the instincts. Being at the right place at the right time and always seeming to make the right play.
First free throw is good.
Tristan Thompson is one of the best offensive rebounders in the NBA. So to do that, you can't be afraid to throw your weight around.
That misses, so he splits the free throws.
Yeah, sometimes in a game you settle a little bit before settling in, and right now I think he's a big factor in how they're getting to the line.
Williamson, and that one clearly a foul, gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's on Colin Sexton.
And we first heard about Williamson in high school, and that was due to his dunking ability. Now he's a full-fledged star on the rise.
Free throw good from Williamson. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. The Cavaliers leading by 13. Now Garland. Pass to Osman. Here's Thompson. The Cavaliers again can't hit. And so it's Ingram who brings up the ball for the New Orleans Pelicans.
He has definitely shown up to play. He's done his part, really just trying to battle his team back into it.
The second overall pick back in 2016, Brandon Ingram has shown us flashes. But whether it's defense or offense, still a ways to go.
Drummond's checked in for Thompson. And Greg, when you talk about Ingram, where would you look for him to make the next step in his game?
Well, in that one season at Duke, he did shoot over 40% from three. I think becoming a reliable shooter from out there would be a key building block offensively.
The lead now in single digits. And 11 points for Drew Holiday.
Well, instead of flailing for a foul, Drew Holiday does not expect the call, maintains his focus, and gets that shot to go.
Now here's Drummond. He dishes it to Sexton. No good again that time. Pelicans trail by 8. Here's Ingram. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Love how Ingram toys with the opposition, drawing contact very easily on these kinds of attempts.
That free throw, no good.
And guys, really no ceiling on Ingram. This is a guy who has the potential to be a truly great player before it's all done.
And the second free throw, good. The Cavaliers leading by 7. Garland, the pass to Love. Over Williamson. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Holiday's got his 6th rebound on the night. Ball kicks to Williamson. Outside Holiday. Love grabs the board. Love's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Sexton dishes to Love. They double-team Love, and he comes up with the deuce. Love's got 20 points.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
Holiday surveying the floor. Count it, and the Cavalier lead has been cut down to 6 and the bucket from Ball.
And Ball has tremendous confidence in that shot. As soon as the pass hits his hands, he's ready to pull up.
Now, here's Sexton. Pass to Osman. Five to shoot. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. Garland, and the rejection by Favors. And they'll keep possession. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Pelicans trail by 6.
And he has to take that long, slow walk back to the bench here. He'll watch the rest of this one from the sideline.
Dante Exum is checked in for Garland. He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though.
Such a terrific two-way guy. Drew Holiday isn't just an offensive powerhouse. He loves to play defense. I mean, loves it.
Boy, he'd sure like to have that miss back. Hard to chip away at a lead when you're leaving freebies at the line.
Pass to Sexton. And Ball comes to help. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. The pass to Dellavedova from deep three-point range. Offensive rebound.
Great at using his body and finding his feet in positions on the boards where he can get up, get to it, get an extra possession.
Now here is Holiday, defended by Sexton. Ingram wide open. It's good. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
And Ingram is always ready to score in clutch situations. A guy you can depend on to give you his best.
Now here is Dellavedova. He feeds it to Drummond. Great D that time from Favors. And the Pelicans with the possession. They're on a 19-6 run. Williamson, the pass to Holiday. To the paint, here's Ingram. Can't hit that one. Great D that time from Love. And he commits the intentional foul. And the Pelicans making a change here. Redick is checked in. Unable to to get the ball in bounds. They get called for the 5-second violation. Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 5. 24 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And now we've got a moment for our Jordan Player of the Game, Colin Sexton.
Yeah, and his performance has been a jaw-dropper. He must have been feeling great coming into the building tonight, because once he hit the court, it was all working for him. He was in a zone.
.24 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Williamson, good! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
Look at this young man come through in the clutch. Zion appearing more than ready to deliver. Yeah, you can't let him hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
And Cleveland making a change here. Second one is good. Getting both at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
Perfect from the line. It's now a 2-possession game.
Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 5. 19 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, what's your take?
Yeah, trying to get back in this thing, they need a score.
It's funny, at this point in the game, the coach is asking the team to be perfect. They haven't been to this point.
Good! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
And normal physicality doesn't get it done with Williamson. To stop him from scoring, you really have to up the ante and get him before he hits that launching pad. You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
You think about post players in the league with who you can run an offense through, and because of Kevin Love's incredible passing ability and vision, he might be at the top of the list as somebody you could play through.
And it's Brandon Ingram with the foul. And so he's picked up his final foul, and he will sit for the rest of this game.
Obviously upset to have to take a seat here, but at this point, I don't think it'll have an impact. The game's probably out of reach anyway.
And so both free throws are good, and it's a 7-point game. Redick way outside, off target. So we see the Cavaliers get the win here. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making sure it didn't get away from them late.
Yeah, I mean, they faced some challenges, but really held firm when they needed to. On both ends, just effective in terms of coming away with this win.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, guys. Kevin, congrats on the win. Are you guys gaining confidence, and what are you figuring out?
Just that we need to continue continuity. We really need to pick it up on the defensive end. Offense, we can get whatever we want really at any time, but the defense is where we're going to need to get better.
That is somewhere where you have to tighten up, Kevin. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Brent Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.